murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go now!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Back to throw here. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. A big play there for Detroit, and even 40 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays, and when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready. Sponge. No. Share. Whip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here we go.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch safety creeping. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Kill.
First down, Murray trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now this time Murray to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You got nothing.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready, ready. Watch 98, 98 from Mike. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Past the 20. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Detroit.
Ready, set, check, 53, go, go, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He finds his man Johnson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up second down at the Giants' 13-yard line.
Check. Check out route. Hot. Check your hot read.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Drop to throw. Screenplay. Johnson. Johnson with a burst. A first down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down 10 at the 11-yard line.
Come on, set. Time to end it. Watch the pass.
On first and 10, here's Murray being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Kyler Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Johnson. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Johnson's got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions now. Going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. And James has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the pass. Slam, slam, slam.
49, check 49.
Kill.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to wind up in it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
Second and 14. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Keep playing all day. Whoa. Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Running from the gun, Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Lions on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 10. Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
To throw is Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 30, 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Murray now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Giants' 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball